Sign up today.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Trader's Edge with Steve Rhodes. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Trader's Edge. Now, Steve Rhodes.
Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to the May 20th, the wonderful Wednesday edition of today's Trader's Edge Show. I'm your host, Stevie Perseverance Rhodes, who absolutely knows that each of us should always be pioneers of our future versus prisoners of our past. Hope everyone out there is having a great day. And let's make sure we have an extraordinary one. And the easiest way to do that, well, is to always remember that life is happening for us, not to us. That's right. When you and I make that one little 2x4 shift, it means we can find the gift in every set of circumstance that life is going to toss at us. Now, today, you and I, we're going to go check on the circumstance of these markets. We're going to go figure out what those bulls and bears, what those buyers and sellers are communicating to you and I just past 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I want you to know that I'm absolutely grateful for your presence here, but much more important than that, during this next 60 minutes, I'm here to serve you. So feel free to pick up that phone. You can call in 877-927-6648. If you can't call in, we've got you covered there too. Let those fingers do the walking. Go ahead, send me an email, steve@tfnn.com. Inside the subject heading, please put radio show question. And in our Tiger's Den and on our YouTube channel, well, any ping will do. So let's go ahead and get this show started on wonderful Wednesday. Of course, this is Tiger Financial News Network. I'm Steve Rhodes. Welcome to Lush Show. Right now, we got the Dow up 325 points. That's 1 3/10% to the upside. All the indices are in the green. Leading the charge, it is the semis and the trannies that are the two leaders, up over 3%. Get the transports trading out at 84.94, 265-point move, and the semis are at 57 points, trading out at 18.33. Spot volatility next off $1.80, trading well below its 50-day exponential moving average. Gold's up $3, silver is up 11 pennies, light sweet crude up nearly $1, natural gas pulling back 7 cents right now, and the 30-year Treasury is up 30 seconds. So let's go to let's take a look at the markets out here. Let's go. We've got a couple questions that have come in, and I want to get to those. First, let's just do the overview, quick overview of the markets. How are we going to do that? Let's begin by taking a look at where it's price trading in relationship to its equity futures contracts out here. So you've got the 4, you've got the ES mini, that's in the left. Price has tested and so far rejected resistance. Now, resistance is 29.65. That was established by the bearish reversal candle that set up the Gartley sell pattern. In order for that pattern to get negated, the ES mini needs to close above 29.65. If it doesn't, the sell pattern remains in place. The NQ formed a 3 drive to a top pattern. If price today closed above 93.45.50, then that will have failed, and that will suggest that price move higher. Price running into it's the swing point, its all-time high swing point between 95.46 and 97.80. Now, there's another potential 3 drive to a top pattern that would ideally set up on the 22nd. So that's 2 days from now. We're not calling that just yet, but I would be watching for that. If we take a look at the Dow equity future contract, what do we have here? The Dow is trading below resistance. That's 24,792. That is where the YM needs to close above in order to negate its Gartley sell pattern. And then finally, the Russell 2000, it has a 3 drive to a top. The resistance level there being 1374. Price is still well below that. We're trading at 1337 as we speak right now. So what can we conclude here? All eyes should be on the NQ. We've got topping signals, patterns, the ES, the Dow, and the Russell 2000. It is the NQ that is the bugger. But we'll come back to that. We've got a caller on the line. So let's go out to Steve in Maryland. Steve, thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. How are you?
I'm good. How about yourself, Steve?
I'm doing very well. And you wanted to talk about CGC, I believe? Canopy growth?
I'm looking for an entry point, and I'm I'm thinking down around 1603.
1603. So it's trading right now at 1673. What we can share with you, first let's just take a look at where the sellers and buyers are sitting on the daily, the weekly, and the monthly time frame. So the sellers were sitting at 1569, and price closed above that 3 days ago. That was the top of its daily profile. So your figure of 16 and change is slightly above the 1569. So we'll call that Roger. That makes sense to me. If we take a look at the weekly time frame chart, price is trying to get back inside that profile. So ideally, you'd like to see canopy growth close above 1645 come Friday. You're at 1675 right now. Now, when it comes to next week, because it's only the 20th, maybe it's not next week. It might be the week after. There's a monthly profile that price is also trying to get back inside of, and that is the level of 1685. So what you're really looking for this week is a close above 1645. What you're really looking for at the end of the month is a close above 1685. Now, let's pull out my other chart here for just the daily time frame, because we're going to focus on it. And one of the things that we can see here, Steve-O, is that yesterday, my little red squiggly line changed colors, went to green. Now, typically when that happens, that tells us of a ensuing meetup between price and my red line. The other thing that we know by taking a look at this chart here with the white background, we know that 1758 is the price level where canopy growth broke down. And that level has been tested and it has held. And that includes also yesterday and today. So now if you really want to know the level that price must close above for 2 bars in a row in order for you to be right on a long call, you're going to need to see price close above 1758. Now, this is not giving you a ton of room, because this would say that the actual buy area and that green line level is going to change. I think you were like 1602 or something like that. Is that correct?
Right, yeah. It was a Fibonacci retracement down to that level from the most recent last 5 days.
Yes, and so I get that. So we'll put that together with my green line currently says 1569. So everything's coming together between the top of the profile, technical tools that I use, a Fibonacci retracement level that you're taking a look at. Just know that when it comes to the reward side of this, it has not proven itself to you. In other words, it has failed. Now, 1, 2, 3, and today looks like the 4th failure at 1758 out there. So, yeah, I see the 1602-ish area as a buy, but I also see 1758 as a real significant resistance levels out there. Does that help?
Yeah, it does. That's great. Thanks. I really appreciate your analysis.
Well, thank you.
I enjoy listening to your show.
Well, I enjoy the fact that you listen, and thanks for calling, and best of luck on canopy growth. And we'll look forward to hearing from you again. You bet. You bet.
Bye-bye.
All righty. So with just a few seconds to go here, we were taking a look at the equity markets. We were saying it's all about the NQ, or I was saying really it's all about the NQ right now. If we take a look at the NQ and we take a look at its hourly time frame, it did break above. A consolidation that offers a price projection of about 95.38. But the fly in the financial ointment is the fact that it formed a TD9 count at 1 o'clock. Price is going to need to close below Stevie's green line. That's 94.45. Otherwise, 95.38 is where the NQ is likely headed. We'll be right back. We'll finish up this chart in a moment.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Larry Pesavento is hosting a special event Thursday, May 21st from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Trade What You See, a live trading event. For the first time in over 10 years, Larry will host a live event where you'll watch over his shoulder as he trades the markets live. You'll see how he organizes his trading day, the times most likely to generate a signal, what outside information he ignores, and more importantly, what he does not ignore, and much more. Larry will trade the markets in real time, including the Euro US dollar, pound dollar, dollar yen, the Dow, and E-mini S&P, crude oil, gold, treasury bonds, wheat, and soybeans, and more. When you sign up, you get a month of his daily newsletter, Fibonacci 24/7 included. For all the details on Larry Pesavento's live trading event on Thursday, May 21st, and to sign up today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. So since it was the NQ that was trading above resistance, that's really why it's all about the NQ, because, you know, the question is, where's the close going to be today? Is price going to close above that resistance level, or is that resistance area going to hold? So when we take a look at an hourly time frame chart here for the NQ, we can see now yesterday this formed a little Rhodes momentum indicator. It was yesterday morning about 4 o'clock, Rhodes momentum indicator top out here. When price yesterday afternoon at about 3 o'clock hit the top of that level where there was resistance. That resistance was caused by that dark cloud cover candle from 4 a.m. Price then went ahead and moved lower, and it moved lower really right into a little bearish or bullish reversal candle, a three-river morning star, a hammer candle. If you can watch us on this hourly chart on the 60-minute time frame for the NQ, so you can see that it really created this little sideways consolidation. Now, when price breaks through a consolidation, it offers up a measured move that's typically equal to or greater than the consolidation. So that's why I've got the 95.38-ish type figure. Now, I had drawn that figure in this morning after I'd sent the newsletter out showing subscribers really what to really focus on, which was primarily this chart here, this consolidation. Because the consolidation, as Basil likes to say, can go on longer than you like out here. You know, we don't know when a consolidation pattern is going to end or not. And is this a real breakout? Well, it did break out. Price did form that TD9 count top. Remember, when a 9-count top or bottom forms, or any type of top or bottom forms, all that really means is that price is going to or should go explore support. Now we're talking about tops here. Bottoms should go explore resistance. And that's why it's critically important for you to be able to objectively be able to identify where is support and resistance. So we know that using my set of tools, one of those levels of support or resistance is going to be that oscillator and change line, the green line in this case here. So we can see the TD9 count top price is pushed down. It is tested and rejected that first level of support. Because price is trading above the top of its hourly set of profiles, the next levels of support on any close below Stevie's green line, that's at 94.44 out here, would then become those profile levels. It would be the top, the center, and then the bottom. And then below that would be any kind of TD 9-count breakout if we have one. Well, we do. That's at 93.3850. Now, that's the most important number of the numbers that I can give to you. If price closes below 93.3850, well, then that could be an early signal of a change in trend. Our thinking, our belief is we actually know. Forget about beliefs, and it's very simple. If a change in trend is going to happen from the top coming down, you start to see key levels of support fail. Otherwise, they're just support. It's just retracement back to support. No reason to get crazy about anything. And it should proceed like that. It should go from a 30-minute to a 60 to the 120, the 240, the 5-hour, and so on. You should start to see those levels of support fail. We don't have any levels of support that have failed inside the NQ. It's important to know these numbers so that you can keep an eye and pay attention to it. As an example, the 30-minute time frame chart, let me just go back to it right now for the NQ. And that is, this also formed a TD 9-count top. Now, right now, price is trading with inside its bullish structured profile. So the first level of support after this TD 9-count pattern formed was already tagged. Well, the first level was Stevie's green line, 94.58. Once price got below that, where's the next area? What would have to be any profile that would be in existence below that level? That happens to be the bottom of this bullish structured profile, 94.35. So support is held so far. It did in that 12:30 to 1 time frame. Now we're in the 1 to 1:30 time frame. We still want to watch 94.35. If price closes below 94.35, certainly 2 bars in a row, but in this case here, it's a 30-minute chart. Maybe it's just after 1 bar. Where would you anticipate that price would pull back to? Because this is simple. This is just a game of numbers. This is not anything I've had to draw in there. Yeah, yes, I have the pattern. I've got it automated. It makes it easier. So I have to sit here and try to figure that out during the show. And there's other reasons to have it automated. 93, 90, 75. That's the number. That's what we'd be looking for. But so far, price has not broken a key level of support on a 30-minute time frame, and that would be 94.35. If we get 93, 90, 75, we see close below that level of support on the 30-minute, then we go to the 60-minute, then the 120, and so on and so forth. That's how I would be doing that to provide you with information as to what the market's real intention is. Otherwise, we just simply have to stay within that chart to tell you what its intention is by looking at whatever patterns. Inside our YouTube channel, we had a request to take a look at Bitcoin. In order for me to do this, I'm going to take a look at the Bitcoin futures for you. And here what we can see, again, using those market profiles, those levels as levels of support or resistance, or where buyers and sellers are sitting, we can see that Bitcoin is trading above the top of a bearish structured daily market profile. 94.20 is the number. Now that 94.20, old resistance, has become new support. It's being tested today. But if Bitcoin closes back below 94.20, well, then that breakout message, will be no longer. And what it would be suggesting is that price would pull back to 90.20 or 84.20. And 84.20 is going to be the key level to be watching. Anything below that, as I pull over the daily time frame, pull it over a little further, a close below the bottom of a daily profile is going to suggest to you a change in trend, very much like it did back here around February the 25th out here. So at this stage, everything looks bullish. If it still looks bullish and price is going to hold that 94.20 level, where is it headed to? For that, we just simply go take a look at our weekly profile. And in the case of the weekly profile, it is a bullish structured box. The center is closer to the bottom. As long as price remains above 93.78, the target is 10,670. That's what Bitcoin futures are communicating to you and I. I had another request to go take a look at soy meal out here, and this is for Stephen K. So let's go take a look at soy meal. Give me a moment. We'll get back to those charts out here. And Stephen is looking for a buy. So now we take a look at soy meal. We've got the active contract is July. Nearly 41,000 contracts so far today. But we can take a look at its other forward futures contracts. So we've got July, that's in your left-hand panel. Then next to that is August. Next to that is September. And then next to that is October. So what can we learn about soy meal, its TAS market profiles, and anything else that Stevie has on the chart out here? And that's very simple. So far today, first we can see in July, price is trading below the bottom of its daily profile. In fact, today's move higher so far has been a test and rejection. So because price is unable to get back inside the box, is this a buy? And the answer is no. Again, we're not trying to find the bottom tick here. We're trying to see, okay, has price gotten into an area where buyers can push price higher? Well, instead, what's happened here is the old support level of 286.70 has acted as resistance. So, Steve-O, no buy there. Take a look at what's going on in August. The same thing. Only in August, what it also did today, the high today has been a test and rejection of a rising trend line. The old rising trend line now becoming resistance. Price also back below 288.30. No bottom signal there. If we pull over and we take a look at September, September was a test and rejection. Price got up to the 290.60 level, tested it, rejected it, and back down. Now, in the case of soybean meal, for the month of October, what do we know? We know the price made it all the way up. This is a bullish structured profile. If you're going to expect a counter trend rally to fail, it's either going to be the bottom, but more likely the center of that bullish structured profile. And we take a look at that very right-hand bottom panel of our chart out here. Soybean meal futures, based upon their market profiles, have not given us any kind of entry signal today. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back. I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools, as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. So I want to go back to the soy meal potential trade out here that Steve's looking at. Let's say that Steve's an aggressive trader. First, when we take a look at, we were looking at daily time frames out there. Now, if we start to break this down into shorter term time frames, right now on my screen, I've got the 60-minute. And the question is, we took a look at those daily time frames so we could understand where price was finding resistance. Well, guess what? We put up a short-term time frame such as the 60-minute. We can also see where resistance was. We can see the Rhodes momentum indicator bottom pattern that formed out here at the lows. And so price was able to push its way right up into resistance, 287.60. Now price is pulling back. Now let's say that Steve is a aggressive trader, believes for good reason that the soy meal has made a bottom and is looking to buy the first retracement. Well, let's go take a look at our tools. On a 60-minute time frame, price is pulled back to its red line. So it's sitting right now at a potential support level. We would both feel better if that line was green versus red, because when it's a red line, it tells us our price oscillator is below zero. And it's not so bad that it's below zero. Well, it's just now with price below that, falling price oscillators below zero are not a good thing. Now, this is suggesting that price might pull back to 285.20 out there. That's the bottom of its 60-minute profile. The 30-minute time frame, what we can see is 285, even Steven, is a price point where price had recently broken out from. So, Steve-O, if you're an aggressive trader, it would be the 285 level that I would be looking at out there. Just know that those daily time frame charts were telling you not so fast out there. So make sure you keep a stop in place, use some type of OCO order. That's what I see when I take a look at the soy meal out there. I hope that helps you out. We had requests as well to go take a look at Disney and Boeing. Let's go take a look at the Disney chart here. I believe this one was for Hector and Patty out there. So if we take a look at Disney, when we look at this, I believe you're looking for a long entry into this. Let's see, we're patient looking to get into an entry point. So beautiful. What you're watching today is the 116.96 area. Disney's trading at 116.96, 116.97, 116.99. It's trading right there. What is 116.96? This is the level that price most recently broke down. So you certainly would not, resistance. You would not be buying as price is moving into resistance. We can see that Stevie's red line turned green a few days ago. So we do know that there's going to be a test of that line in price. We don't know when it's going to take place. It may take a few days out there. But that could be your entry point, 108.68. Like one of the trades that we were looking at earlier, I forgot what was the instrument we were looking at. In any event, I apologize. I don't know that the reward risk is in it. Support 108.69-ish, right in that level. That would be your buy, but you've got 116.96 that is a key level of resistance. Now, if you get two bars that close above 116.96, this is telling you, Disney's chart is telling you that it has changed its trend. But right now, as we speak, price is trading right up into that trend area. And therefore, it's not a buy as we speak right now. I'm not going to have you buy resistance. Instead, we would buy support. Let's go take a look at, that was the soy meal chart. That wasn't what we wanted. We want to pull over the Boeing chart on a daily time frame. So as we take a look at Boeing, what do we see here? And the answer is not much. It did make a nice Rhodes momentum indicator, seventh wave move out here, had a nice little rally. And since then, it's done nada, zilch, zippo. And I say, I don't see anything here in Boeing. I'd rather you buy Disney than buy Boeing at this stage. And I don't want you to buy Disney right now because it's trading right into resistance. So I hope that helps you out, guys, with regard to both Boeing and Disney. We had a request inside of the YouTube channel to go take a look at, what was it? It is EOG resources out here. So let's go take a look at EOG. Let's take a look at its profiles, daily, weekly, monthly. What do we know? We know that price right now is trading above the top of a daily profile formed about 4 or 5 days ago. That level is 51.10. You'd like to see EOG stay above that 2 sessions in a row. Hasn't done that. Price is running right up into where it had gapped down. Now, this had gapped down with big volume. Big volume for it is 18 million shares. The bottom of that gap, let's go ahead and color that in. That is a resistance zone as well. So let's put that in here, give you that price point. That's going to be at 53.87 out there. And so no idea whether that's going to fail as a resistance zone, but price certainly trading right up into resistance. Price is above, for 3 weeks now, the top of its weekly profile. So 53.87 for EOG is where your battle lies out here. Let me pull over my other chart, see if there's any other patterns that are going on inside of EOG resources. And the answer is no. Not that I see any other pattern. So I don't see anything to suggest that it's a top. You know that you've got these sellers over on the left-hand side that as price they thought on that day that they bought before it had gapped down, that it was a good buy, not realizing that it was good buy. And as price got into the 25s and they were at 55, they were saying that good old prayer, if you just give me my money back, I'll be happy to say sayonara, baby. And so that's what you're up against, little supply line out there. Price can close that gap, then it'll move up to 63.74, which is where price had broken down. That's what I see on the daily chart for EOG. On the weekly chart out here, this is going to be week number 7 of a TD9 count. That means that next week or the following 2 weeks could be a top on a weekly formation out there. So I hope that helps you out with regard to EOG resources. I'd say just keep your eye on the top of that profile, 5110. As long as price is above that, 53.87 should get tagged. Whether price can push through it or not, that I do not know. Let's go out to Ron in Denver. Ron, thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. How are you today?
Great, Steve. I appreciate your comments.
Yeah. What is it we're going to look at?
Called Nutanix. It's Nancy Tom, Nancy X-ray, NTNX.
Great. Okay.
And,
tell me what you're doing.
And, well, they're bringing out their earnings on May 26th, and I think it's a cloud computing company, and I don't know if they have positive earnings, I think the stock could make a good move. I just wondered,
sure.
What does it look like technically to you?
So just like EOG Resources, this is gapped down on the trading day of February 26th.
No, not Resources. It's NTNX. No.
Right. Just before taking a look at this chart, I was looking at EOG Resources. So my comment was really for those folks that were following
I
that.
Apologize.
No problem at all. And so the similarity between Nutanix and EOG was this large gap to the downside, which took place on February 27. And that's a level that you need to be paying attention to. That price point is 26.35. The gap actually runs from 26.35. It's a big gap out here from 26.35 to a price point of 32.36. Now, price hasn't gotten up to that level, but that really becomes on any trade that you're looking at to the upside, that becomes right now what we would use as our reward level. That's our target, 26.35. Maybe price can get above it, but right now that's the target. Price is trading right into the top of its profile at 22.65. Hasn't taken that out. Bullish in structure, so sellers are sitting there. We know why price stopped where it did so far today. If price can pull back to 2051, the bottom of its bullish structure daily profile, that would be an entry point into it. But we don't know whether price can clear 22.65, the top of its daily profile, let alone 26.35. But 26.35 is where I would keep my eyes. Ron, we're about to go to a break, so if I can trouble you to stay on hold through that, then we'll come back. We'll take a look at the charts. For example, today looks like day number 7 of a TD9 count pattern out here, but we'll see what else we can find for Ron in Denver. So stay with us, folks. We'll be right back.
Larry Pesavento is hosting a special event Thursday, May 21st from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Trade What You See, a live trading event. For the first time in over 10 years, Larry will host a live event where you'll watch over his shoulder as he trades the markets live. You'll see how he organizes his trading day, the times most likely to generate a signal, what outside information he ignores, and more importantly, what he does not ignore, and much more. Larry will trade the markets in real time, including the Euro US dollar, pound dollar, dollar yen, the Dow, and E-mini S&P, crude oil, gold, treasury bonds, wheat and soybeans, and more. When you sign up, you get a month of his daily newsletter, Fibonacci 24/7 included. For all the details on Larry Pesavento's live trading event on Thursday, May 21st, and to sign up today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. So we're on the line with Ron in Denver. We're taking a look at Nutanix. NTNX is the ticker symbol. So, Ron, when I take a look at my other daily time frame chart out here, there's no doubt that this is a bullish-looking chart pattern from a technical perspective. And here's the reasons why. So it formed a nice bottom, Rhodes Momentum Indicator bottom, a TD9 count bottom. Price pushes its way up into 2131. Now that's really important because 2131 was the breakdown level resistance area that was caused by that TD9 count. Price is trading above that. We know it's trading into resistance, the top of the profile out there. And price may pull back to support. You and I identified that as the 2051 level. A few days ago, my red line turned green, and price was testing that level. And that is a bullish test out here. It doesn't tell us where it might run into resistance, but I don't have any topping patterns in play. And we have key levels of support. First, we have a key level of resistance that failed, 2131. Key level of support that held Stevie's green line out here. So the chart setup is bullish, but you must also realize that you're going to be running into potentially this headwind of traders that thought that at 2635 that this was a good buy. But those traders weren't feeling like that on March 17th when it got down to $13 when it was cut in half out there. So, that's what you're running into. But if you're to ask me, is the stock chart bullish? The answer is yes. If price closes over 2193, that's closing above the top of the weekly profile this week. And so that would also be intermediate term bullish. So does that information help you in your decision for what you would want to do with Nutanix?
Yes, it does, very much so, since it's a bullish pattern. I've read that the analysts are revising their revenue estimates up, so we'll see when the earnings come out, if it's a good surprise, the stock could move well. We'll find out.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good. Glad to be of help. So thanks so much.
Thank you for the reading. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
You bet. Let's go to Gary in Michigan. Gary, thanks for holding. Thanks for calling. Are you anywhere near the issues that they're having up there with the floods because of the dams that are failing?
Well, not on the dam side, but I'm actually on the New Buffalo, the Gateway, on the southwest side. Just on the Indiana-Michigan border, and we have Lake Michigan there, and that the lake has come up so high that it's actually washed out almost our whole beach parking lot, which is about 100-car parking lot in different points. Yeah,
because of the dam.
A lot of condominiums.
Is it because of the dam or because of just?
No, this is just general water with Lake Michigan and the Great Lakes and the problems that we're all going to have. I mean, Chicago had flooded viaducts and one of their major underground streets flooded out yesterday. So,
wow.
Which affected a lot of homeless people and other people and businesses, and even the largest building in all of Chicago had the whole electrical panel shorted out, the Willis Tower. So
wow, well, that's what we need on this planet. We need another natural disaster.
Yeah, right. Well, it's
like a whole holiday.
But I was hoping you could kind of take a look, and I missed the first few minutes because I got a call, unfortunately. But I was interested in silver and where the key points are, that resistance, everything, and what your thoughts are.
Sure. So let's go take a look at silver. I believe it's in an A to B equals CD to the upside pattern. So let's pull that up here. And it looks like what it wants to do is target 1959. So the A point on this was down at 1168. Looks like that was on the trading day of March 18th. Makes a move up in about $16.50 into April 14th. Pulls back into to create the C point, which was down on May the 4th. So 1-to-1 A to B equals CD will take you to the 1959 level. So that's the first thing that we see when we take a look at silver. Give me a moment here to switch to my other charts. File, worksheet, commodities, gold and silver, and I'll pull it up. I think that also, so it looks like silver is headed to 1959, and I think a second confirmation of that comes today if price closes above the level of $18 even Steven. Oh man, that's interesting. And you're at 1803. Okay, so here's the deal. So at 1780, that was where price had recently broken down using this TD9 count system out here. And you had to close above it yesterday. You're trading above it today. But yesterday was the bar following bar number 9 of a TD9 count, and it has a TD9 count top. And as long as price does not close above 1801, then that could be a topping signal, even though I've got that A to B equals CD pattern out there. However, if price can close above the high of yesterday, 1801, for me, that would be another signal that price wants to make that move up to that A to B equals CD of 1942. And it might be more than a 1-to-1. A to B equals CD move up here, Gary. So it could be targeting 2068. But what's really key for you today, in my opinion, is closing above $18.01. And you're only one penny above it right now as we speak. So it's going to be a close call.
Okay. Well, thanks. I really appreciate it. I really enjoy your service, too. It's excellent every day. So.
Well, great. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Stay safe, and best of luck. That was Gary in my home state, Michigan. He's a Michigander. I love it. Okay, I believe we have taken care of all of the requests so far. So let's spend some time kind of tooling around the indices out here. Let me do that for everybody. Well, you know what I want to do, because it really is all about the NQ. And so if you and I just focus on the top 6 holdings, it's really 7 holdings that make up 47% or so. It will be helpful. It'll assist us in understanding what the intention is. So let's start off with the number 1 holding. That is Microsoft. And if we take a look at Microsoft, this has formed a TD9 count top. This has formed a sell the D point top. This has formed a 7th wave move, letter G top out here, and the price is just trading with inside its profile and below Stevie's green line. So Microsoft is the number 1 holding. It's got 3 different topping patterns out there. No level of support has been busted through. That would be 180.66, and then below that, and the key level would be 171.88 out there. But it does have topping signal, so it's not like it's saying, hey, as the number 1 holding, I want to help you scream to the upside, at least not as of 149. Number 2 holding, I believe, is does Apple. What does Apple have? Apple has a sell the D point. That is in play out here. That has not failed. So this still has a topping signal pattern in play. It doesn't look super bearish out here. No levels of support have been busted. The key levels out here are going to be 296.33 and then 277 even Steven. If we take a look at the next instrument, that's going to be Amazon. What is Amazon doing? Amazon's moving higher, doing less relative energy, potentially setting up a Rhodes momentum indicator signal. It would need a bearish reversal candle. It is going to be the bar following bar number 9 of a TD9 count pattern out here. So what can we say about the amazing one, Amazon? Well, at this stage of the game, it's still bullish. But if there's a bearish reversal candle, that would tell us of sellers trying to push price back to support. And those levels we'd be watching are 23.37 and 22.89. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
Markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets. This is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations, including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my gold report. The gold report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The gold report is a comprehensive look at the metal sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the gold report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, JDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the gold report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
This is David White. Stay tuned because coming up next is the Power Trading Hour right here on TFNN.
Welcome back. Right now, all the indices are still in the green. Dow's up 313, S&P 45, NASDAQ up 164. Let me give you, I know I was going through some of the heavily weighted stocks inside the NASDAQ. We've got 2 minutes to go here. So let me give you some numbers that you should put down on a pad of paper, what you're watching for as we come into the close today. So if we take a look at the S&P cash, it has a Gartley sell pattern. That Gartley sell pattern has established resistance at 29.54.86. We're traded at 29.67. I don't know where the close is, but if price closes above 29.54.86, then that Gartley sell pattern will have failed, and we'll have to wait for another bearish reversal candle to confirm another sell signal out here. Now, there is resistance at 29.85.93. That is where price broke down in the S&P 500. If price closes above 29.85.93, I would have absolutely no reasons to suggest to you that you would be short the S&P 500. You'd be above a resistance level, breakdown resistance area, and you will no longer have a Gartley sell signal. You'd have to wait for another pattern to form. So watch that level as the S&P comes into its close today. If we take a look at the Dow number is 24,764.77. That hasn't even been targeted yet, but that's where the Dow would need to close above. If it does close above that level, its Gartley sell pattern will have been negated and suggests a move to 25,994. That is the Dow. If we take a look at the NDX 100, this is really going to be what does the NDX 100 have to close below to maintain its 3 drive to a top pattern? And the answer there is going to be 93.54.45 out there. That's what I would be looking at. Now, yesterday was a shooting star candle. So, I mean, I could cheat. I don't like to cheat and make my 3 drive, pull it all the way over to the top of yesterday's shooting star. But sorry, Stevie doesn't work that way. So 93.54.45 is the number. No close below that. Price wants to go tag those all-time highs out there. Let me finish it off by taking a look at the Russell 2000. That way you've got 4 main indices. Price would need to close above 1373.40. Folks, thanks so much for being here. As always, have a wonderful Wednesday. But more importantly, stay tuned for 2 more great hours. Your favorite polar bear, David White, followed by Tom O'Brien. And after that, well, I'll just see you on Terrific Thursday. So have a wonderful Wednesday, folks.